Cults. You've heard of them. Maybe you've even joined one by accident, like that time you bought a proven life strategy course and acolytes showed up at your door. But what actually makes a cult a cult? Let's break it down before your rope fitting and self-sacrifice ceremony begins. Rodrigo the janitor was busy janiting about the office one day last week when he suddenly stopped, looked me straight in the eye, and said in a clear, deep, resonant voice, "You must do an episode on cults, what makes a cult, and their existence yet even to this day." Upon which he snapped out of it and resumed janiting. Most odd, because the man has yet to learn a word of English. Hey, before you forget, please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps drive great content. Admittedly, I was a bit creeped out, but despite that, my curiosity was piqued. Also, I realized in that keen, observational way I own that Rodrigo, more than anything else, needs a stick of minty gum. Probably two. To get to the bottom of this, I thought I'd start with what a cult is and what it isn't. You'd think that would be easy, but apparently all the primary sources of such things are walking on eggshells around cult members. They really are super vague about it. Anyway, there are some things I kind of found in common among cults, and at least the first few I think we can agree on. First, control and isolation. Unlike other non-culty group thingies, think church, the YMCA, book club, although I've known some crazy-ass book club people, so I'm not counting them out entirely. Cults control almost every aspect of a member's life. Finances, relationships, sometimes even who they sleep with. I bet you had no idea that came with your Costco membership. Check the fine print. And an offshoot of that is isolation. Cults generally won't allow members to socialize with anyone not already in the cult, unless it's for the purpose of recruiting. Nothing says friendship like a pamphlet and a foreboding initiation rite. A third thing I think we can agree on is exit cost, another offshoot of control and isolation. If you want to leave, good luck. There are steep penalties for that. Some cults threaten death to you or your family members if they catch wind that you want out. And you thought canceling your Planet Fitness membership was tough. Or maybe they'll just shun you forever. You're never again allowed to speak to any of your friends or family that remain, cultivated. Think about it. If your friend BethAnne decides to leave WeightWatchers and the WW crew go all 0 dark 30 on her and insist nobody, 201, can ever talk to BethAnne again. Well, she was kind of a bitch anyway, so see ya. Now let's talk about the charismatic leader who must be obeyed and can never be questioned. Because nothing says spiritual enlightenment like mandatory obedience. These are most often men, authoritarian figures. It's really that last part that does it. By itself, having a single charismatic leader isn't culty. But when that leader goes full authoritarian, no dissent, no discussion. Now we've got the makings of a real cult. Most religions don't have a single leader. There is no single head of Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, or Judaism. And for the ones that do, think of the Pope or the Dalai Lama, they tend to invite other points of view in to discuss thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Oh, don't expect the Pope to convert to Buddhism anytime soon, but he absolutely listens, nodding politely, all while secretly sprinkling holy water, just in case. To be clear, that was not a Depends adult incontinence joke. I meant actual holy water. Anyway, there are a couple of other things common to most cults. They are often very secretive and have unyielding devotion to their leader, who they somehow work up as heaven sent, a divine messenger. Much how I see my Uber Eats driver. Maybe we'll do another episode on some actual weird cults sometime soon. Comment if you want us to cover that. For instance, not all cults are led by men. A few women have styled themselves as cult leaders, like Anne Hamilton-Byrne, who claimed to be Jesus and had her followers' hair styled platinum. Because blondes have more fun? But let's be clear, this wasn't a quirky yoga cult. It was a full-blown horror show, and she got away with it. So need another episode. Crap, I have to go as there seems to be a janitorial emergency. Something about a clogged toilet, I think? Or maybe something deeper. Rodrigo only said in a hushed whisper, "They're watching," and scurried away. I still don't think the man knows English, but one thing's certain, I'm never using that bathroom again. Until next time, peace out, my Tangeroonies.